The Odyssey drifted through the dark expanse of the Epsilon sector, its silver hull glinting faintly under the distant light of dying stars. The ship had been on a routine survey mission, mapping uncharted systems for humanity's fledgling interstellar expansion. Commander Alina Rao, a seasoned officer with years of experience navigating deep space, stood on the bridge, her eyes scanning the holographic displays that floated in midair. "Commander," said Lieutenant Malik, the communications officer, his voice tense, "we are picking up an unidentified vessel on long-range sensors. It's approaching at high speed, but there's no clear signal." Alina's brow furrowed. "Unknown craft. That close to the Perseus cluster. Show me." A three-dimensional hologram projected from the table, revealing a small alien ship unlike anything humans had encountered. Its shape was jagged, almost crystalline, with a translucent glow along its edges. It moved with an unusual fluidity, almost as if it was alive. "Open a channel," Alina ordered. "Let's see if they respond." The bridge fell silent as the crew waited. Finally, a series of distorted clicks and hums filled the air. The voice was mechanical yet strangely urgent, words broken by interference. "Backup, threat unknown, help," Malik frowned. "It's a distress call, Commander, but the language is fragmented. We can't translate fully." Alina nodded slowly. "Understood, prepare to approach. Keep shields at standby but avoid any aggressive maneuvers. We are explorers first." As the Odyssey drew closer, the alien ship's condition became apparent. Sections of its hull were scorched, vents sparking with blue energy discharges. A trail of debris marked its path like breadcrumbs of destruction. Suddenly, the alien ship made a sudden maneuver, dodging toward a nearby asteroid field. Alina gritted her teeth. "It's trying to escape something." Before the Odyssey could react, the sensors picked up multiple incoming objects, small ships swarming from the darkness, firing beams of energy. Alina's heart raced. "Red alert, shields up, prepare for evasive maneuvers," she barked. The bridge erupted into controlled chaos. Officers shouted orders, hands moved swiftly across holographic panels, and the hum of engines intensified. The Odyssey dodged blasts, weaving expertly through the debris, its human crew relying on quick thinking and precision rather than raw firepower. Alina's mind raced. This was their first real encounter with hostile alien forces, and humanity had little experience in combat on this scale. Yet she noticed a strange pattern. The enemy ships moved predictably, relying on rigid attack formations. "Target their vectors," she instructed calmly. "Use our speed and agility to outmaneuver them. Don't engage unless necessary." For several minutes, the Odyssey danced through the asteroid field, narrowly avoiding destruction. Then, a particularly massive enemy ship broke from the formation and surged toward the crippled alien vessel. "Commander, they're going for the smaller ship," Malik shouted. Alina made a quick decision. "Send a warning flare and attempt to intercept. If we can distract them, the alien vessel might survive long enough for us to understand what's happening." The crew executed the maneuver flawlessly. A blinding pulse of light shot from the Odyssey, forcing the enemy to veer slightly. The alien ship took advantage of the moment and escaped into the far side of the asteroid field. Breathing heavily, Alina watched as the remaining enemy ships retreated back into the darkness. The Odyssey had survived its first true encounter in deep space, but the cost was clear. The crew was shaken, yet their hearts carried a spark of triumph. Malik spoke quietly, almost to himself. "Commander, whatever attacked them, this wasn't a normal skirmish." Alina nodded, her eyes fixed on the distant stars. "No, Lieutenant, this was something far bigger, and we've just opened the door to it." Back on Earth, the distress signal had been received, fragmented as it was. The UN Space Council convened an emergency session. World leaders watched live feeds from the Odyssey, debating whether humanity should intervene in an alien conflict. Ambassador Lin addressed the council, her voice firm. The signal indicates a civilization under attack. We have the technology and the capability to help. But more importantly, this is our chance to show that humanity can stand for justice in the galaxy. Some delegates argued against action, fearing retaliation or escalation. Others were swayed by the bravery of the human crew, seeing this as an opportunity for humanity to take its first real step into interstellar responsibility. After hours of debate, the Council made its historic decision. Humanity would prepare a response fleet, not just observers, but a force capable of defending allies in need. The announcement sent ripples across Earth, igniting public excitement and fear alike. Humanity was about to step onto a stage far larger than anything it had known. Meanwhile, aboard the Odyssey, the crew worked tirelessly to analyze the data gathered from the encounter. Scans revealed faint traces of an unknown energy signature, more advanced than anything human science had yet encountered. Alina studied the patterns, her mind racing. "Malik," she said, "these energy readings, they're unlike anything in our database. Whoever attacked the alien ship, they're capable of mass destruction. We need to be ready." As the ship drifted closer to the coordinates of the distress signal, a final transmission came through, barely intelligible. "Danger, do not come alone, they are coming." Alina turned to her crew, determination in her eyes. "Whatever this threat is, we've already seen what it can do, but humanity does not flee, we face it, we learn, and we survive." The Odyssey continued its cautious journey, threading through the asteroid fields and dead stars, unaware that the eyes of the galaxy were now watching. Somewhere beyond the void, something massive stirred, a force that would test every skill, every courage, and every spark of human ingenuity. And in that darkness, humanity's first real battle among the stars had quietly begun. News of the Odyssey's encounter spread across Earth like wildfire. Every screen, every holo display, and every newsfeed carried images of the small alien vessel and the swarming attackers. Humanity had never seen anything like it. Ships moving faster than the speed of light, weapons capable of vaporizing entire asteroids in seconds, and a civilization begging for help. The UN Space Council convened immediately. In the gleaming chamber of the Earth Space Headquarters, ambassadors from every nation gathered. Holo screens displayed live data from the Odyssey, showing the damaged alien ship drifting near the edge of the asteroid belt. "We cannot ignore this," Ambassador Lin began, her voice calm but resolute. "The Zitrians, if that is who they are facing an unknown threat, and they have reached out to us. Humanity has the power to respond. We must not falter." The room erupted in debate. Some delegates feared retaliation from the unknown enemy. Others argued that humanity was not prepared for war in deep space. Dr. Hiro Tanaka, head of Earth's Space Defense Program, rose and spoke. "We are not just scientists and diplomats. We are explorers, engineers, and defenders. The humans aboard the Odyssey survived against overwhelming odds. That proves one thing: humanity adapts. Humanity survives. Humanity fights. And now it is our duty to respond, not recklessly but decisively." After hours of discussion, the Council reached a historic decision. Humanity would mobilize a war fleet, a combination of military ships, exploration vessels, and experimental AI drones. Earth would no longer simply observe the galaxy. Humanity would stand among the stars. In shipyards around the world, engineers and workers hurried to prepare the fleet. The construction yards buzzed with activity, massive ships being outfitted with advanced weapons, faster-than-light drives, and experimental defensive systems. AI drones, designed to anticipate enemy movements, were programmed to work alongside human pilots, each unit a testament to human ingenuity. Commander Alina Rao received the news aboard the Odyssey. She and her crew were ordered to rendezvous with the fleet at a secure staging area near Mars before leaving for Zitrian space. Alina could feel the weight of history on her shoulders. "Prepare for immediate departure," she told her crew. "We're not just observing anymore. Humanity is joining the fight." As the Odyssey approached the staging area, they were greeted by the first signs of the human war fleet. Sleek, silver warships bristling with weapons, massive cargo carriers filled with supplies, and long-range scouts flitting between the larger ships. Pilots waved from their cockpits as the Odyssey docked, a rare moment of levity amidst the tension. Admiral Marcus Levin, the fleet commander, welcomed Alina aboard his flagship, the Valiant. "Commander Rao," he said, "you've already faced the enemy in the field. That experience will be invaluable. Humanity may be new to this, but your crew has proven we can survive when the odds are against us." Alina nodded. "Thank you, Admiral. We need every advantage we can get. Whatever attacked the Zitrians, we still don't know the scale of the threat." The fleet departed Earth with a mixture of pride and apprehension. Every ship carried hundreds, sometimes thousands, of humans ready to face the unknown. For the first time in human history, the planet united in purpose, protecting an ally, showing courage, and proving that humanity belonged among the stars. During the journey, the fleet faced numerous challenges. Space was not empty. Asteroid fields, rogue comets, and micrometeor showers forced pilots to demonstrate skill and creativity. The AI drones proved invaluable, anticipating collisions, adjusting shields, and coordinating formations faster than any human could. Yet it was human intuition that often made the difference. A last-minute maneuver, a clever diversion, or a daring decision that no machine could predict. Alina observed one such moment during a simulated engagement. Lieutenant Malik piloted a small interceptor through a field of spinning asteroids, dodging enemy drones in a daring pattern. The humans on the bridge held their breath as Malik guided the ship with precision, finally emerging unscathed. "Excellent work, Lieutenant," Alina said. "That's the kind of thinking we need. Machines calculate, but humans improvise." As the fleet approached the coordinates of the Zitrians, they began scanning for traces of the unknown enemy. The readings were chilling. Massive energy signatures, unlike anything humanity had catalogued, pulsed through the void. Entire regions of space showed evidence of advanced weaponry and destruction. Admiral Levin gathered the senior officers in the fleet command room. "We're about to enter hostile territory," he said. "Our mission is to protect the Zitrians and neutralize any immediate threats. We cannot underestimate the enemy, but we also must remember why we fight. Humanity does not flee. Humanity adapts. Humanity overcomes." Meanwhile, the Zitrians themselves appeared on holographic communications for the first time. Their forms were ethereal, almost translucent, with eyes that reflected deep intelligence and fear. "We are grateful for your intervention," one Zitrian said, its voice melodic but tinged with panic. "Our civilization is under siege by a force we cannot resist. They consume everything in their path. Alone, we are doomed." Alina felt a surge of determination. "Then we will stand with you. Humanity will not let you fall." The Zitrians provided additional information about the enemy. Massive ships that seemed to be alive, capable of absorbing attacks, and smaller fleets that acted as relentless hunters. Their technology was advanced but rigid, predictable. That rigidity, Alina realized, could be humanity's advantage. The fleet entered Zitrian space cautiously. Sensors detected small pockets of debris and wreckage, remnants of destroyed Zitrian ships. The human crews worked tirelessly to analyze the fragments, reverse engineering defensive systems and energy signatures. Within days, humans had adapted Zitrian technology to enhance their own ships, a small but significant edge. "Commander Rao," Admiral Levin said during one briefing, "human adaptability is our greatest weapon. We've turned Zitrian designs into new shields and weapons. We're ready for the unknown. Yet, Even with these preparations, the tension was palpable. Every human knew that beyond the scanners lay enemies of unimaginable power. The void was silent, but it carried the promise of battle, destruction, and challenge. Then, the fleet's sensors detected something massive. A vast alien armada appeared on the edge of their range, ships so large they dwarfed anything humanity had ever built. The formation was organized, precise, and unyielding. The unknown enemy had arrived. Alina's heart pounded. "All hands prepare for combat," she ordered. "This is what we trained for. Humanity stands united and we will not back down." The fleet spread into formation, human ingenuity and technology on full display. Scout drones darted forward, analyzing enemy ships. AI systems calculated attack patterns. Pilots checked weapons, engines, and shields. Despite the fear, there was exhilaration. Humanity was facing the impossible and showing it could survive, adapt, and fight. The first engagement was imminent. From the darkness, enemy ships surged forward, their energy weapons charging. The Zitrians watched, amazed at humanity's confidence. The humans were a new kind of force in the galaxy, unpredictable, courageous, and relentless. And as the first shots lit the void, Alina realized the truth. The war had only just begun, but humanity had already proven it was ready to rise. The stars themselves seemed to watch as the human war fleet took its plaque. Commander Alina Rao stood on the bridge of the Odyssey, her eyes scanning the sensors. The alien armada loomed ahead like a mountain of metal and light, its formation precise and menacing. "Commander," Lieutenant Malik said, tension in his voice, "they're moving into attack formation. Energy signatures indicate heavy weapons charging. This is unlike anything we've ever seen." Alina took a deep breath. "Steady. Remember what we've learned, they are predictable. Their tactics are rigid. Humanity's advantage is our adaptability. Stay sharp and trust your instincts." Admiral Marcus Levin's voice came through the fleet-wide channel. "All units, this is Admiral Levin. Engage on my mark. Our mission, protect the Zitrians and neutralize immediate threats. Humanity stands together. Let's show them why we endure." The first salvo erupted from the alien armada, beams of searing energy slicing through the void. The fleet's shields flared as the human ships maneuvered with precision. Despite their size and firepower, the humans avoided the full force of the attack through daring evasive maneuvers, coordinated by both AI calculations and human instinct. "Fire adaptive drones," Alina ordered. "Use decoy patterns to confuse them." Swarming drones darted from the Odyssey and other ships, creating illusions of human vessels in multiple positions. The alien ships fired on empty space, their rigid targeting algorithms unable to adjust to human unpredictability. The fleet responded with counterattacks. Missiles streaked across space, energy beams cut through debris, and human pilots executed daring flanking maneuvers. The battle became a test of wits as much as firepower. "Commander Rao," Malik reported, "one of the smaller alien ships is trying to escape toward the Zitrians' colony station." Alina's jaw tightened. "Intercept. We can't let them destroy the station. Take the fastest interceptors and coordinate with the drones." The human interceptors weaved through enemy fire with astonishing skill. Each maneuver was calculated yet flexible, improvising around obstacles and weapon strikes. Within minutes, they reached the alien ship, forcing it to retreat. One of the interceptors fired an electromagnetic pulse, temporarily disabling the enemy vessel and giving the Zitrians precious time to evacuate civilians. Meanwhile, the Odyssey tracked energy readings near the edge of the battlefield. A massive wave of destructive energy moved unpredictably, sweeping through the void and leaving wreckage in its path. Alina realized it was unlike conventional weapons. It seemed almost alive, consuming and redirecting itself. "Whatever this is," she muttered, "we need to understand it before it reaches us." Through quick analysis, the humans identified a weak point in the energy's pattern. By luring the energy toward the debris field, they forced it to overload, neutralizing its destructive path. The crew cheered quietly at their first tactical success against an enemy unlike anything they had imagined. Amid the chaos, a Zitrian captain appeared on the human comms channel. His translucent form flickered as he spoke, voice trembling with relief. "You humans, you are different," he said. "No other species has fought like this. The enemy, they are parasites. They consume civilizations, leaving nothing behind. Alone, we cannot resist." Alina's eyes narrowed. "We will help. Humanity doesn't abandon those in need. Tell us everything you know." The Zitrian explained that the parasitic alien species controlled vast armadas, capable of consuming both technology and life itself. Their ships were partially organic, able to repair themselves and adapt, but their tactics were predictable, based on overwhelming numbers and brute force. Armed with this knowledge, Admiral Levin coordinated a counterattack. Human ships used decoys and feints to split the enemy forces, while adaptive drones disrupted communications between alien vessels. Energy beams fired by human ships were aimed not just at destruction, but at overloading key components, exploiting their rigid design. The first major victory came when a human frigate, piloted by Lieutenant Serena Voss, led a daring assault into the heart of an enemy formation. Using agility and unconventional tactics, she destroyed the lead alien ship, causing a chain reaction of confusion throughout the armada. "Voss, report," Alina said, her voice calm despite the intensity. "Enemy formation broken," Voss replied. "We can push them back now, but we need to move fast." Human ingenuity continued to shine. Pilots used asteroid fields as cover, firing missiles from unexpected angles. Adaptive drones created holographic duplicates of ships to mislead enemy targeting systems. Engineers on the Odyssey improvised weapon modifications in real time, adapting Zitrian technology to human needs. Hours passed, and the battle raged. Human ships sustained damage, some severely, but their ability to adapt kept them in the fight. Meanwhile, small teams rescued Zitrian survivors, bringing them aboard human ships and coordinating defensive positions around their colony stations. During a lull in combat, Alina observed the battlefield. Entire sectors of space were littered with debris, burning energy trails, and twisted remnants of ships. The cost was high, yet humanity was proving itself. "Admiral," she said, "we've managed to hold them off, but there's something bigger out there. I can feel it." "This is only the first wave." Levin's voice was steady. "We expected nothing less. Humanity thrives in the face of danger. Prepare for the next engagement. We fight not just for survival, but to show that we are worthy allies in this galaxy." As night fell across distant planets, the alien armada began to regroup. From the darkness emerged a massive mothership, dwarfing anything the humans had encountered. Its surface seemed alive, pulsating with energy and bristling with weaponry. Even the Zitrians recoiled at its size. Alina knew this would be the true test. "All units, prepare for the final phase. Use everything we've learned. Adapt, improvise, and survive. Humanity is not afraid." The fleet tightened its formation. Scouts and drones darted ahead to gather information. Engineers transmitted rapid upgrades to shields and weapons. Pilots checked their systems one final time, hands steady but hearts pounding. When the mothership fired its first massive energy beam, the void trembled. Human ships dodged and returned fire, exploiting weaknesses in the alien design. The battle was now a clash of wits, courage, and endurance. Amid the chaos, the humans achieved what no one expected. They held their ground. They disrupted the mothership systems with precise attacks, coordinated maneuvers, and daring improvisation. Each success emboldened the fleet, demonstrating that human creativity and courage could stand against overwhelming odds. By the end of the engagement, the human fleet had survived the onslaught, and the mothership retreated, though it was clear this was not the final battle. The humans had proven themselves, adaptable, brave, and willing to stand for those who could not defend themselves. Alina looked out at the stars, battered but unbroken. "This is only the beginning," she said softly. "The galaxy is watching and humanity has made its mark. Whatever comes next, we will be ready." The Zitrians, once fearful and despairing, now looked at humanity with hope. The humans had shown them something no other species had: intelligence, courage, and the determination to fight for what was right, even in the face of impossible odds. And somewhere in the dark reaches of space, the true enemy observed, noting the humans' resilience and adaptability. Humanity had survived the first wave, but the war, and the chance to prove themselves as a force to be reckoned with, was far from over. The human war fleet had survived the first wave. Every ship bore scars from the battle, burned hulls, shattered sensors, and depleted energy reserves, but the spirit of the crew remained unbroken. Commander Alina Rao stood on the bridge of the Odyssey, staring at the blinking sensors that displayed the enemy mothership retreating slowly into the void. "It's regrouping," Lieutenant Malik said, his voice tense. "Whatever is coming next, it's massive." Alina's eyes narrowed. "Then we don't wait. Humanity doesn't just react, we act. We need a plan that gives us the advantage." Admiral Marcus Levin called a fleet-wide briefing. Holographic displays showed the mothership's structure, its massive energy conduits and weapon arrays, and the swarms of smaller ships guarding it. Scientists, engineers, and tacticians from the fleet analyzed every detail. Dr. Hiro Tanaka, head of the engineering division, spoke first. "The mothership is powerful, but it has weak points. Its energy conduits run along the sides, unshielded from multiple angles. If we can target them simultaneously, we can disable the main weapons and shields." Alina nodded. "And the smaller ships? They're fast but predictable," Tanaka replied. "We can distract them with decoys and drones, giving our strike teams a clear path." Admiral Levin's voice cut through the room. "This is humanity's moment. Every tactic, every maneuver, every risk will count. We fight together. We fight smart. We fight to survive and to protect the Zitrians." The fleet moved into position. Human ships split into coordinated squads, blending deception with precision attacks. Drones projected holographic copies of the fleet, tricking enemy targeting systems. Smaller human vessels zipped through debris fields, evading fire while drawing enemy attention away from the strike teams. On the Odyssey, Alina studied the holographic map. Strike teams Delta and Gamma move in from the upper flanks. Interceptors distract the enemy drones. Everyone else follow my lead. Remember, adapt, improvise, survive. The first wave of drones swarmed toward the human fleet, firing energy beams that sliced through the void. Yet the humans were ready. Using predictive AI algorithms and split-second decision-making, they dodged, countered, and lured the drones into ambushes. Explosions lit up space as decoy drones drew the enemies into collisions with debris fields or with one another. Alina felt her heart pound, but she kept her mind focused. She could see the mothership ahead, its pulsating energy conduits glowing ominously. She turned to Malik. "Prepare the EMP pulse," she said. "We only get one chance to overload their systems. Timing has to be perfect." Malik's fingers danced across the controls, programming the pulse to synchronize with the strike teams. Engineers on the Odyssey and other ships worked frantically, adjusting energy outputs and targeting data to exploit the mothership's weaknesses. The fleet approached the critical zone. Enemy smaller ships tried to intercept, but human agility and clever tactics kept them at bay. Interceptors darted in and out of enemy formations, luring the drones toward traps. Missiles streaked across space, some detonating on contact, others remotely triggered to explode near critical energy conduits. "Now," Alina shouted. The strike teams fired their synchronized assault. Explosions rocked the mothership as the EMP pulse hit its core, overloading shields and disabling its main weapons. Human ships surged forward, capitalizing on the moment. Inside the mothership, alarms blared. Alien crews scrambled, their systems failing. Humans had achieved what no one expected. They had disrupted the enemy's defenses, giving themselves a clear path to victory. But the battle was far from over. The mothership retaliated, sending out a massive energy wave that threatened to destroy several human ships. Alina acted without hesitation. Divert all power to shields and engines, break formation and spread out. The fleet scattered, maneuvering with precision. Human intuition guided them through the energy storm, while drones and AI systems coordinated defensive patterns. Several ships took damage, but none were destroyed. Meanwhile, the Zitrians joined the effort, coordinating attacks on the mothership's flanks. Their advanced technology, combined with human ingenuity, created a lethal combination. Alina saw an opening. All strike teams converge on the main conduits. Fire everything. We end this now. Energy beams, missiles, and drones surged toward the mothership. The conduits overloaded and exploded, sending shockwaves across the alien vessel. Smaller ships scattered in panic, their rigid tactics unable to adjust to the chaos. The mothership shuddered, its massive frame breaking apart. Huge sections of the alien vessel were consumed in fire and debris, spinning helplessly into the void. Alina exhaled, a rare smile crossing her face. We did it. The Zitrians appeared on the comms, their forms glowing brighter than before. Humans, you have saved us, the captain said, voice trembling with relief. WWE did not believe anyone could defeat them. You are heroes. Alina shook her head. We didn't do it for praise. We did it because it was right. Humanity does not abandon those in need. The fleet regrouped, damaged but victorious. The Zitrians began repairing their own ships with human assistance. The alliance between humans and Zitrians was solidified, born from shared struggle and courage. On Earth, the news of the victory ignited celebrations unlike anything before. Humanity had proven itself not only capable of surviving in deep space, but of rising to face impossible odds. Streets were filled with cheering citizens. Schools broadcast lessons about the bravery of the war fleet. Children dreamed of flying among the stars, inspired by the courage of their species. Back in Zitrian space, Alina reflected on the battle. The mothership was destroyed, but the galaxy was vast, and other threats could emerge at any time. Still, humanity had proven a fundamental truth. Intelligence, adaptability, and courage were its greatest weapons. She looked at her crew. They were tired, bruised, and exhausted, but alive and stronger for the experience. Admiral Levin, she said, we faced the impossible and survived. Humanity has shown the galaxy what we are capable of, but this is only the beginning. Levin smiled. Yes, Commander, humanity has risen. We've earned our place among the stars. The universe will not forget us. The stars stretched endlessly before them, full of mystery and challenge. Yet for the first time, humanity faced them not as timid explorers, but as a confident, courageous force, ready to protect, to fight, and to rise above every obstacle. Alina Rao stood at the bridge, staring into the cosmos. She thought of the Zitrians saved, the fleet united, and the enemies defeated. Humanity had risen. Humanity had won. And humanity would continue to rise, no matter what the universe sent next. The void was vast, the galaxy full of unknown dangers. But humanity had proven one undeniable truth. They were clever, adaptable, brave, and capable of overcoming anything. And as the human war fleet sailed onward through the stars, their lights shone as a beacon of hope, courage, and the indomitable spirit of humanity.